What is denied by everyone but is actually 100% real? If it is happening to someone else, it can happen to you. You can do absolutely everything right and still fail. Double standards in almost everything. Parents having a favorite child. The worst thing you can imagine happening to you can happen to you. One deer is in the way and now I've lost the person I love the most. It can happen. No matter how bad. It can happen to you. Rampant physical and medical abuse in mental health facilities. Most evil powerful people are actively supported and encouraged by everyday good people. Your mental and/or physical health could shit the bed at random. You could do everything right, and it may not matter. Things like cancer don't discriminate. Not saying you shouldn't take care of yourself, just that sometimes it isn't fair. It can't get any worse. It can always get worse. 93% of children who were molested by someone they personally know and trust, not stranger danger. Exercise and drinking water really does help mental health, I fear. Money doesn't buy happiness. Watch me leave IKEA full of joy with a 100 centimeters plush shark. We are not the main character. Everyone has similar shit going on. Everyone has their own challenges and don't even know you exist. The world doesn't revolve around you. You're a tiny blip in existence. Aging, it's not a disease, it's not faulty, and despite, lucky or unlucky, attempts to evade, it's still going to happen. You don't have to be a bad person to end up in prison. That their job is secure and they'll never be let go. I made it through multiple layoffs including during the pandemic only to be laid off last week. Thankfully I had already updated my resume and had started looking, but no job is ever 100% secure no matter what. The full impact of pretty privilege. Being overweight as a woman or being short or balding as a man don't just impact your dating chances, they impact your treatment in the workplace, how strangers react to you, random acts of kindness by others, even dumb shit like the niceties you get checking out at the grocery store. And it's also incredibly sensitive. I'm thin but can see a difference in how others treat me within a range of 5 to 7 pounds. It's maddening. Everything fades. Just how real family dysfunction is in many cases. So many people just turn a blind eye to it. They actually do put stuff in the water that makes the frogs gay. Okay, technically it's not making them gay, it's making them hermaphrodites. It's a pesticide called atrazine. You are never as smart as you think you are. This sub is just an endless repeat of the same questions. Cynicism feels way smarter than it actually is. People tend to treat you based on fuckability/attractiveness. They like to say they don't, but it's simply not true. Other people can have an experience that you don't understand. You having felt sad once doesn't mean you understand what it's like to be depressed. Your occasional knee pain doesn't mean you understand my rheumatoid arthritis. You having had COVID-19 doesn't mean you know what I experienced when I had COVID-19. Have enough humility to recognize the limits of your own experience. Marijuana addiction is a thing. That they pick their nose and pee in the shower. I'm convinced a significant percentage of parents regret having kids at all. And they might not even admit it to their partners. That there are no dumb questions. The negative effects of alcohol not on the individual but on the societal level. Just look up fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/fetal_alcohol_spectrum_disorder, think of traits you don't like in people and go compare. Everyone is susceptible to depression. It doesn't matter how happy you are, or how insensitive/dismissive you are of people who have/had it. It could get you too. Caffeine addiction is the largest drug addiction in the world. Deaths are coming. Slow and steady or quick and sudden, but one way or another, it lands at our doorstep. Most of us live as if we're above it or it won't happen to us. Most people live in a made-up fantasy world where they are the main character. Getting angry with other drivers when roads are crowded and you complain about all the traffic. You are the traffic. The majority of poor people are poor due to things that aren't their fault. Sometimes your teacher actually does hate you, regardless of what your parents say. Not everyone denies this, but we don't know the long-term effects of multiple COVID infections, so it shouldn't be written off as mild. Under the water, the fish don't stink. Having a favorite child. Parents will never say they have a favorite. We love all three of you equally, but we all know they have a favorite.